Do it again. Do it again. It's recording this time. Yes. Hi, I'm John,
I'm Anna, and you're listening to the Nelson Family Operations Podcast.
where we talk about managing and leading our family.
So get ready for some great insights into intentional family management.
Hot damn.
Are we recording? Are we doing this? All right. Talking about conversations usually takes more than one person.
Oh, is it my turn to talk?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know, can we talk about our dinner time conversation without talking about SMASTER briefly?
I think we can talk about SMASTER in conjunction with
Okay.
talking about our dinner time conversations.
So, SMASTER.
You're just going for it.
I'm just going to go for it.
Diving right in.
Dive into SMASTER. So, we're a military family, right? So, we got to have acronyms.
Oh, yes.
We got to smash words together to come up with things. So, SMASTER.
Well, I think before SMASTER, though, we had tried to mimic other successful, quote unquote, successful families, or do the have dinner time conversations because it makes your kids more well adjusted as adults and all this stuff later in life. But we both just really kind of revolted the whole, the phrase, the roses and thorns, that conversation where it's like, what was the best thing that happened to you, and what was the worst thing? We were just kind of, if that works for you and your family, very good, very good. I'm not trying to bag on it, but for us, it rubbed us the wrong way, not our personality types.
Yes. Roses and Thorns was a little too Hallmark.
It was a little too Disney, a little too Hallmark.
But it also didn't capture everything that we wanted to talk about.
No. So SMASTER evolved from this desire to have a kind of set conversation that we engaged the kids with, but there was more purpose to it. We wanted more intent.
Well, I think the initial motivation was like we knew that we needed to have constant contact and conversations with the kids, but that sitting down at the table and going, "How was your day?"
Wasn't eliciting the response.
It often resulted in the, "Oh, I'm fine."
It was good.
And then everybody just kind of looked at each other like, "And you have a specific question about how my day was?" So we need to come up with a specific question. So SMASTER was the answer to that. And actually, Ellie came up with the term SMASTER.
With the acronym, yeah.
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 So how it started was one of the things that I've always worked on with my own self-improvement was being smarter, faster, and stronger.
Mm-hmm.
So we started asking the kids every day, what did you do today to get smarter, faster, and stronger?
And they would tell us.
Yeah. So we got very specific, and it became kind of like a little bit of a challenge. You couldn't do the same thing every day, and you couldn't use your strength or use your speed, or you had to be actively and deliberately developing your...
And I think the word deliberate there kind of hits the nail on the head. It couldn't be, oh, I rode my bike to my friend's house and that made me faster. No, did you intentionally go outside to ride your bike for 10 minutes to get faster with the intent of getting faster? It had to be deliberate and with purpose.
Yeah. And it comes with one of the most important things that humans need, accountability, right? Because every night, somebody at the table is going to ask you what you did to get SMASTER. So it's very humbling, I think, as a parent and as an adult, to sit across from your teenager and have her question whether or not you did anything to get smarter, faster, or stronger.
Yeah, and only a way a teenager can condescend to their parent, right?
And then when you're like, oh, well, I did this, and she looks at you like, well, I did half an hour of yoga.
Yeah.
Like, oh, good job. Well, I'm going to go outside now and go do 100 push-ups and run. Make up for my lack of SMASTER.
Yeah. So SMASTER is a big part of our dinner time conversation.
Yeah, and the way it plays out is it's kind of like we all sit down and start eating, and then eventually somebody we'll just be like,
randomly choose
"Hey,
another
Papa."
family member.
Yeah, hey Papa, what did you do for SMASTER today?
Yeah, and then we kind of usually go clockwise from there. It's like whoever started it, and then you ask the next person, and then they ask the next person, until we come full circle.
Yeah. And we do hold each other accountable. Like, there's been times where, well, I didn't do anything to get smarter, but I did faster and stronger. And then we kind of question, well, didn't you go to class today?
Yeah,
or
if the
didn't
kids
you
during
do some
school time.
homeschool? And so that way, planting the seeds of letting them know that, yeah, you did do something to get smarter today. What is it? Now tell us about it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a great part of our dinner conversations. And like I was saying, Ellie is the one that smashed it all together.
Yeah, made the acronym.
And decided to call it SMASTER.
Ellie's our youngest. Yeah, so that's a fun little tidbit. And then it's even kind of evolved from there now. Now we do SMASTER. We start off with SMASTER, and that's like the bare necessity. Like, if that's the only thing that we talk about at dinner because everybody's got a million things to do, or we just don't have time, we at least get SMASTER down. But for the times when we do have more time to sit around and linger at the table, then we'll go around again and we'll ask, what was a big challenge you overcame? What was your favorite part of the day? What are some other questions we like to ask?
No, those are typically what was the hardest part of your day? That's what I like to ask. What was the hardest part of your day, and how did you get through it? So they could say, maybe they didn't understand something that they were studying, and then they got through it by doing some more research, or they didn't have the motivation to do their yoga, or like Jeremiah is working on pull-ups. That's his current challenge, is to get better at pull-ups. So the hardest thing that he's struggling with right now is doing pull-ups, and he's kind of focused on that. But it gives us a chance to talk about like what he did to get through the challenge of doing pull-ups today, kind of strategize about what else he could do.
Encourage, continue to challenge, continue to improve, and just kind of make sure the kids are aware that they are doing things to better themselves throughout the day.
Yeah.
And then it's also, for our family, our kids are older. We have almost 11, 13, and almost 17. So it's really easy for us to sit down and have these types of conversations. I mean, granted, if you have like an infant or a toddler, you're not going to have this type of conversation.
Who's the SMASTER?
I mean, you
Who's
could.
The SMASTER?
Who knows? You might just have really driven parents with really driven kids.
I would think that might not be healthy.
Maybe not. Maybe not quite so much. But the ages that our kids are at enable us and to have these types of conversations. But it's also a reason why we have these conversations is because everybody's so independent that it would be very easy for us just to get home, eat, disappear, and not really know what's going on in the lives of our kids.
Oh, you mean like tonight?
Yeah, like tonight. I haven't seen the kids for more than maybe an hour today. But I know that I could go home and ask them, what did you do to get SMASTER? And I would have a very quick insight into how their days are going, what's going on in their lives. And I think it's a good way to keep a daily touch base with your family.
Yeah. So going through SMARTER, faster, and stronger. Like, again, deliberately, what did you do to get smarter, faster, and stronger? And then what was the hardest part of your day, and how'd you get through it? It could be that part could be a bit of a downer, so I like to end it, and we found it's very helpful to end it with, what was your favorite part of the day? And it's usually pretty awesome to sit down and hear what the best part of everybody's day was. Especially after kind of coming down a little bit with the challenges, and then I don't know, it seems like they light up a little bit as like the dovetail of the conversation. So
you're taking them back to basic training, to boot camp. You break them down and then you build them back up, right?
Look, life is a roller coaster, okay? You got to bring them up, you got to bring them down. You got to bring them back up.
Yeah.
And then eventually bring them back down again.
Yeah. But it is a good way to end the day, to end it on a positive. And a lot of times I think they'll surprise us with the sincerity when they say that their favorite part of the day is having everybody together have dinner.
Yeah.
Or when they point out that, somebody in the family did something very nice for them or went out of their way to help them with something, gave them a ride to go get a soda or something like that. Something small but meaningful.
Yeah. And again, it comes down to accountability. Like the accountability of you're going to have to, every night that we sit down for family dinner, you're going to have to talk about what you did to deliberately get better, to improve yourself. You're going to have to deliberately talk about something that challenged you, that maybe you failed at, and then we're going to talk about ways to improve and get better. And then you're going to have to deliberately talk about something that made you happy.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a well-refined and effective way to talk to your family. It goes way beyond how was your day.
Yeah, I agree. I like it. And I don't know, maybe give it a try, see if it works for you and your family.
Yeah.
Or some variation of it. It doesn't have to be the same exact SMASTER, but maybe come up with something.
Oh, just use SMASTER. Like
just SMASTER.
Smarter. No, stronger, faster, smarter.
No.
Smarter, faster, stronger.
Yeah, you messed up
smarter,
your own.
Faster, stronger.
That's your thing. That's your baby.
Smarter, faster, and
You
stronger.
thought about it.
Yeah.
That was your problem.
But go ahead and give it a test run and
try it for a week, maybe. See how it goes. See if you don't feel more connected with your family.
Yeah, and leave us a comment and let us know what you thought of it.
We hope this podcast has been informative and entertaining. If you heard something useful, give us a like or subscribe. You know the drill.
If you'd like more information about this episode's topic, links to resources, actionable ideas, and tools for managing your family, check out our website at nelsonfamilyops.com. That's nelsonfamilyops.com.
If you have any questions or topics that you'd like us to discuss or just want to say hi, we'd love to hear from you.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks.
No, thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for
Thanks.
Really.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, seriously, thank you.
Thank you for listening.